Let's talk spirit guides. You know, our spirit team is there all the time to assist us, to communicate with us, to send us love, support, and all the rest of it. But they won't really interrupt unless we ask for them and we accept their help. So this is our spirit team, this is our angels, this is our ancestors, this is our past loved ones, whatever you believe, right? Because whatever you believe is true for you. But my belief system is when it comes to our spirit guides, yeah, they'll guide us, yeah, they'll do what they can, but I tell you what, I bet you we give them a run for their money. Because a lot of the time they sit there and try to give us lessons and all that type of thing. But if we're not picking up what they're putting down, we're not listening to them, we're ignoring them, we're not receiving their help, we're not asking their help for their help, we're not expecting their help, all these things can block them that block us. So this reading's specifically for what they want to do, to say, to help you with what's going on with you right here, right now. So I'm going to channel their advice for whatever you need right here, right now. So take a moment and pick either 1, 2, or 3 of the beautiful guiding lights. And don't forget to check out my description with my upcoming events. I've got some classes online and in person and some beautiful events. And I've also got something very exciting coming soon, which I won't tell you about just yet, but watch this space. So let's get to it. All right, number 1, spirit guides advice for you guys. It's pretty deep what's going on with you at the moment. When I tune into this, I feel as though you've almost bitten off more than you can chew. Yes, you're a superhero. Yes, you're amazing. Yes, you're all those things. But I feel as though you're spreading yourself quite thin. And I'm going to get some cards straight away for you, because I want to know what your spirit guides want to advise you with your current situation. Oh, it's deep, and there's not enough of you going around. There's not enough of you. Priorities is your first card. Revelation is your second. And third is faith. Makes sense. Makes sense straight away. So, your first card is your priorities. And it simply says, get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. Your spirit guides are coming in to say, you've just got too much on, and it could be just too much thoughts. This is a general reading, take what resonates, but there's just too much. There's a lot happening around you energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and literally, all around you. And when you, was it Stephen Covey had a course, and it was called, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I remember in that course, he would have 4 different sections, and you would put in at the top, urgent and important. Then it would be important, then it would be urgent, then not urgent and not important. And it's like you need to put everything in 4 categories at the moment, at least, as an example, where the urgent and important ones are the ones that you focus on. I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. This is nothing to be sneezed at. This is your top advice from your spirit team. It's like you have to go and get a pen and paper and, draw 4 sections and put everything that's going on into those sections and prioritize where you're putting your energy. Because It feels as though you're at tipping point energetically. And I want to say some of you are already doing this, but I really don't feel like you are. And being at the start of a brand new year, it's like you're thinking about it, but you're not doing anything actively. This is what I'm getting for you. So it's more about planning and knowing where you spend a lot of your time. And the way that you get to where you're going is by persevering and doing a little bit each day. A little bit each day. And because you've got so many loose ends here, it feels a little bit messy. It feels as though you're maybe suffocating, a little bit drowning in so much pressures that it's easy for you just to switch off and just let things happen around you, and it's just too hard. I know some days when I was home with my children when they were small, there would be days where I absolutely had nothing in my tank, and I would just be spending the day staring at them and nothing was really computing, and I just felt exhausted, but I had my eyes on them because that was my main goal. I just had to make sure that they would survive the day. And I wouldn't lift a finger. I wouldn't wash the dishes. I wouldn't sweep the floor. I wouldn't have dinner prepared. I wouldn't have anything done, but to make sure my babies would survive. And I feel as though there's a bit of that going on. And it might be that, you know, if it's at work, you might be feeling like you're just getting there to get through the day. You don't feel like you're actually getting anything done, so to speak. You're not getting any... I feel like the passion and the drive is not igniting for you because you're doing too much of the stuff that isn't calling you. Now, for a small percentage of you, I want to go back to my analogy of the babies, because I feel as though there's some of you out there that are being stay-home parents, mums, dads, whatever it is, and you're feeling a little bit confined and trapped to that. Know that that's not forever. That's just for now. So, even at work, okay? Now this is for everybody. Know that this is just for now, not forever. Where situations make it a little bit harder for you to have all these choices, all these options, but they're coming. They're absolutely coming, because the next card we get is Revelation. So in this monotony, there feels like a bit of monotony, you're going to realize where you're putting your energy, what you need to be doing, what is priority, what can just go by the wayside, what you can delegate and what you can just let go. And this says, listen to your life. The right path will reveal itself. But because you're so drawn, you know, thinned out, your energy's thinned out across the board, it's very hard to have big aspirations holding on to your dreams like they're going to be a reality, and in that creation mode, because there's hardly anything in the tank. This is time for regeneration. So when you prioritize and know what is important for you to be focusing on, you're going to shift into getting more sustainable energy, and in that space you're going to realize what needs to happen for yourself, because the revelation comes after the priorities. And the last one we get is faith. You have faith. You absolutely have faith, else you wouldn't be listening to this right now. And this says have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. It's that trust, isn't it? It's that unshakable faith. And the more you prioritize and the more you get your energy back for yourself, you're going to realize that you actually do have those options. You do have those choices that you feel are just out of reach at the moment. I feel like some of you have been getting headaches too. It's just like right here, it's blocking my third eye almost. It's like I can't visualize, I can't meditate, I can't see beyond this heaviness. And that's all shifting now because you've come here to hear the advice of your spirit team and your spirit guides, and they're giving this to you blatantly, by the way, because it's time to rise. Look at that. That is literally the phoenix from the ashes, right? It's simply time to rise. Time to open your eyes, time to see what needs to be shifted, time to see what needs to be left behind. And it's purely where you're spending your focus through the days, day after day after day. It feels like you've been on a bit of a treadmill. And it's time that you just hop off for a minute and you let go of that baggage you've been carrying, sort out where things go. And it could be as simple as cleaning out your office. It could be as simple as cleaning out your car. It could be as simple as cleaning out your mind with some quiet meditation, some swimming, water, just letting yourself be held and doing a few laps or soaking in a hot tub, like that type of thing. No massive action, just prioritizing here. No massive action, just prioritizing. And when you shift your focus, things are going to make sense. You're going to reignite that faith at a deeper level. And I've got my guardian angel book, and I just want to flick to a page and get one for you just to sum this all up for you. And it's encouragement. It says, your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. One step at a time, one day at a time. That, my darling, is your guidance and your messages from your spirit guides. Okay, number 2. With you guys, I feel like there's a pleasant surprise on its way, and I don't feel like you see this coming. It's almost like left field, but very much well-deserved. And it's time for you to just, you're going with the flow. You're absolutely going with the flow more than you ever have before. And I know your spirit guides want to come close and congratulate you for the absolute surrender and the absolute trust that you have developed right here, right now. So let's just have a tap in. I just saw a little mouse scurry, not a real one, like as in not physical one, but a spiritual mouse just scurried along my floor. So I know there may be some of you that are absolutely freaking out about the thought of a mouse, but it's really interesting because they represent so much. They can absolutely slide under the most smallest door. They can do so many sneaky things. They're in a room when you can't hear them or see them, that type of thing. And it's so interesting because just the small one has such a big effect on so many people because there's a lot of fear around that tiny little being. And I feel like I needed to share that, which Spirit brought that in for you, because don't disregard how tiny things make all the difference. Tiny moves that you make now are going to make all the difference. You can get around nooks and crannies. You can get in and out, and you can also hear. It's like you're a fly on the wall at the moment. Fly on the wall. Okay, let's get some cards. Let's get some more information on what this is. I've got reflect, I've got listening, and creativity. So it's interesting because some of you out there, again, general reading, take what resonates. Some of you have got a business idea, have got an idea about what life looks like for you. You're really coming into a place of creation. You've really visualized it. You're really feeling into it. I like it. And I'd like to know if you feel that you want to share what that little mouse represents for you. Is that you? Is that someone you're around? Is it just the idea? Is it that it will, you know, what was it? There's a story about a big elephant and a mouse, and the elephant was scared of the mouse or something like that. Like, I feel like there's something like that going on for you. Don't discount the small things. Now, the first card you get is reflect. And I feel like it's a really good time for you to reflect on the small changes you've made in the last year, or the last 3 months especially for you. Because you're discounting how far you've actually come. Sorry, I'm just having a look. I've got a sage burning over there. Just making sure the flames didn't go up. I keep getting analogies for you that little things are making the biggest impact. The little things are making the biggest impact, not the big things. So it's time for you to have a look at everything that has happened for you the last year, but especially the last 3 months, because there's been little tweaks that have changed everything. And I know also that your spirit team's showing me that you are absolutely in the driver's seat, but it's almost like it's an automatic car. Like, you don't actually have to drive. You've done the groundwork, you've planted the seeds. This vehicle's going to take you places, and you're sitting there and realizing that things are happening for you. Hang on, what is this? Hang on. Keep your eyes open. Joy lives in small places. Everything's the small bits that's really standing out. Don't look for big aha moments, because you'll miss the small parts. Don't look for the big aha moments, just the small parts. They make all the difference, all right? The small bits and pieces that you have changed, that you've created, that you've done in the past 3 months especially. And like I said before, it's like you're a fly on the wall. You're looking at what other people are doing and how they're doing it, and you're making it your own. So I teach Reiki, for example, or I teach mediumship. I teach how I do things, and I can only teach you how I do them. And I always say to my students, take what I say, but change it. Change it into your personality, because it doesn't matter if someone's working exactly like me. People aren't going to go to them for the work, so to speak. They're going to go to them for them, for their vibe, for their energy. So if some of you, I feel like you're at the start of branching out into a new business, or selling yourself, as in promoting yourself as a healer, as a designer, as a babysitter, whatever it might be. And it's really hard to promote yourself. But understanding how far you've come in those little bits and pieces, you're going to realize how worthy you are to promote yourself. Now, promoting yourself is very, very hard to do. So it may very well be easier for you to write down how people see you, rather than how you see yourself. Because then you're going to see yourself on paper and realize how to word it better, because you have got something that's ready to be brought now. Ready to be brought. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. So I feel like there's a bit of self-promotion here, backing yourself. But when you write down, you're going to be able to see, what did so-and-so say when you helped them last time? Or what did, that person say that stuck in your mind that you thought, oh my gosh, they see me like that. You know what I mean? I've had clients before, and this feels like it's off topic, but it's not. I've had clients before where I've actually got them to write their own eulogy, which is an interesting activity, because there's something here that your spirit team want to come in to give you the guidance, the compassion, and the permission to be able to speak of yourself much higher. All right? Because that's going to help you move into this. I feel like your flow, your trust, and everything like that is beautiful. But there's this little tweak that needs to happen with your self-talk, because you're at a space of creation. You're offering something to people. They're going to want to come to you to receive it, but you really need to back yourself more. And that's where you'll be creating more. It may very well be something you're already doing. It may be something that you've been doing for years, but now you're going out on your own. But I feel like whatever you're doing next, you've reassessed, and it's coming from a different place of knowing and independence. And it says, express your creativity, delight in the mystery of your inner muse. This is all about how you feel about yourself. And it doesn't matter what everybody else says about you. That's just a guide where you can write down the beautiful words people have said. Just the singing of the birds, and I don't know if you heard that. I'm sure you heard my daughter screaming. I heard that before. But the birds really stood out. The song. It's like you have to sing a song of yourself. Sing a song of yourself, whatever that means. I want to take one of these cards. What does this say? Shameless sensuality. It's shameless sensuality. It is letting yourself be unapologetically you. Because when you step into backing yourself, when you step into owning the out of your power, everything's going to fit nicely. It's going to make sense. You're going to flow even more. You're already doing it. So at the start of this reading, in your energy, I just felt like I was flowing and I was going with it, but there was just that one tweak that's going to take you to the next level. So if you're thinking, okay, Spirit Team, help me with my situation right here, right now, it's your self-talk. They're guiding you, and just knowing when you say something that's going to hinder you, that's going to take you off purpose or anything like that, you're going to stop in your tracks and be aware of it. And that's enough for now. And that is your reading for number 2. Now, don't forget to stay to the end, because I always give out a free reading every month. And I'll let you know how at the end. Number 3, guys. This energy is gorgeous. I closed my eyes and tuned into you, and my third eye just went poof. You guys are doing some big spiritual work at the moment. I feel like you're either doing meditation, you're in a circle, you're creating a circle, you're doing something spiritual that's opening your third eye. And it could simply be that you're just setting the intention to do that. It might not be something actively, it's just an intention and a decision. But I know that you're seeing life like you've never seen it before. Your spirit team's coming in to help you feel human still. Now, the challenge when you're going through such a mass shift, a mass awakening, is feeling disconnected to those around you, feeling like you don't belong here, feeling like nobody gets you, everything you say people don't understand. You're going through a massive shift at the moment where people will be trying to challenge what you believe, what you see on the news. You're not going to resonate with a lot that's happening around you, because you're shifting into another frequency now. Bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Awakenings can be a lot. They can be taxing on your mind, body, and soul. You can feel like you get symptoms like a flu symptoms, headaches, struggle to get out of bed, those type of things. And your spirit team is here to assist you while you go through this, because I feel like you're going to come out of this much quicker than it took you to get into it, because I can feel they're showing me their hands to reach out to you for you to grab. Now, as you go through these times, you're not going crazy. Sometimes you think everyone around you's crazy. It's just a part of your evolution. You're very much on track. Oh, it's a beautiful time. I feel like some of you have just bought a new, I don't know, feels like a necklace, but I don't know. It's something I want to wear around my neck, and it's very pretty and powerful. Some of you may have got something handed down from a past loved one, or you've purchased something or been gifted something, but I feel like I sit just here above my heart chakra. Yeah. And it radiates a lot of power. And if you don't have something there, I just feel the energies connecting your third eye to your upper heart area. Let's get some cards for you, because this is a very delicate time for you. It's delicate. You don't want to push yourself. You don't want to get angry at yourself. You want to have the compassion. The first card I get is guidance. The second card I get for you is friendship. And then the third one is magnificence. Okay. So the guidance, that's exactly what we're here for today, isn't it? The guidance from our spirit team. And they've already said they're here helping you through this mass shift. And it's almost like a rebirth for you. So it can be quite uncomfortable, but equally exciting, because in this energy, you are realizing that so much around you was never what you believed. Your belief system's changing, and just really go easy with yourself, because that can mean a lot of dominoes fall. Things weren't the way they seemed. It's almost like, even, this might only be for one of you out there, but I feel as though there's someone out there that's realized that they're not even from the family they thought they were from, like they were adopted and they were just recently told, or something like that, or you found an adopted parent. There's a small energy going there for you too, to let you know that Spirit's very much supporting you, because you've got a lot of past loved ones you didn't even know about that are related, family ancestors, and the journey after the shock factor, which I feel like is subsiding, the journey of realizing who has come before you will make sense and make you feel more comfortable to be in that body. And for those that aren't going through something so significant like that, it's still happening, where you're learning how to be in your physical body now. The love and gratitude that you're sending toward yourself is shifting to feel more aligned with who you truly are. So you need to lose yourself to find yourself. So there's a bit of that going on. So the guidance card says, ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. And that's exactly what I saw, with a hand reaching out, pulling you through. Now I'm confused if I said that for number 2 or number 3. Did I say that for you? Because I'm seeing that for you too. You as well. The next one is friendship. Now, friends will be falling away at the moment, some. And when I say falling away, it's not that you have fights or anything, but there'll be conversations that will be unsettling for you because they don't sit right. Your topics of conversations might be, people turn their nose up at them and think, what are you talking about? So there's a bit of discontinuation with friendships. Let that be. Don't try to control anything. Just observe and know where you want to spend your time, because friendships are very important to you, but you need to have that respect, a mutual respect in your relationships. And that's something that up until now has been a bit of a struggle at times for you. And, sometimes you get people that push their values and opinions on you, and then you become like, oh yeah, you might be right, and then you'll leave and go to someone else and they'll say something completely opposite, and you'll be like, oh yes, you're right, yes. And then you sort of lose yourself in that. And that's been a big shift. It's almost like this energy that's moving all around you to lift you up into your own belief, into your own mind, back into your own body. And there's a lot of this self-nurturing going on. So whether or not you're doing, going to the gym, having nutritious food, cutting back on any substances like, alcohol, gluten, caffeine, whatever your body doesn't resonate with, as you shift up, you're not going to be able to handle substances like you used to. And it could be just dairy, substances. It could be pollution in the air. It could be chlorine in a spa. Like, there's so many different things that you'll find that it doesn't resonate with you anymore. So just be aware of these things. It's not going to harm you. It's more like you're going to realize that you're going to really give yourself that extra time and love and nurture. Now, your friendship says call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. So the mirror with some of your relationships will be not reflecting. They'll be clashing almost. When you have the right people around you, you're going to feel so safe to speak about anything. And you'll find that you're talking and having this conversation, and then there'll be this moment that'll just drop in and you'll just go, oh my gosh, I'm actually talking to someone who wants to talk about what I'm talking about. And you'll find that soul connection much easier. So there's a bit of sorting going on with your relationships at the moment, but you will have this. If you haven't, you will have this. You will definitely have this. I was going to say if you haven't already, but I feel like there's more to come. There's more to come with these relationships. And then we've got magnificence. And as you can see, she's nurturing her own body. She's realizing who she is. And I know you're in that state now where you're going through this awakening. Everything's shifting and you're not understanding a lot of it. There's a lot of confusion here. But just keep your eye on the prize. And your prize is the self-love, Get an extra massage. Have an extra hour in bed in the morning, soak in a bath, have a sauna, something nourishing. That's what's really going on here. That's going to help you carry through the shifts, because this is energetic, this is biological as well, because when your mind is set, your intentions are set, you're going to have physical sensations. You're going to have, whether it be tingling in your fingers, whether it be that you're going to the toilet extra, whether you're getting sore tummy or headaches, or sometimes a bit blurry vision, ringing in your ears. There's biological upgrades happening for you at the moment. That's physical as well. It's like your body's catching up. And this says, own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. So keep moving forward. You've got your spirit team here that's holding your hand and carrying you through. Hold it tightly. Know they're there. You're not alone. You're meant to be here. And you'll find your people, because your vibration does that. So keep on keeping on. And I just want to pull one of these cards, these beautiful cards. And we've got an unfair judgment. This is your past self, darling. This is not now. Before you came here to hear these words, you were thinking something was wrong with you. You didn't fit in anymore. Nobody gets you. Not meant to be in this world. All these things. It was very unfair. And your spirit team's going, enough already. Get on with it. Absolutely get on with it. And I've got a beautiful Guardian Angel guidebook here, and I'm going to open a page randomly to finish off. And it's encouragement. I got this with some number 1, I think it was. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. And that, my darling, is your reading, your messages from your beautiful spirit team. And now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those things on YouTube. And your opportunity to win a reading for a one-on-one reading with me in January, I would like you to comment below, what is it that really opens your heart? What is something that just makes you feel love, gratitude, and all those beautiful feelings? Because I would love to hear that. And the more we speak of these things, the more energy we give it, the more we get. So for your chance to win, I want to know what opens your heart. And that, my darling, is your readings for this week. I'm Psychic Medium Connie Rose. Thank you for dropping by. I shall see you again. Don't forget to check out the description with all my upcoming events because I've got some awesome things happening at the moment. Take care. Be kind to others, but please, please, especially be kind to yourself because you're just so magical. Mwah. Peace out.